Well, major flooding continues tonight in many parts of California. Near Sacramento, creeks turned into raging torrents and rivers spilled over their banks. Days upon days of flooding and melting snow is helping to alleviate California's major drought. Meanwhile, heavy snowfall and poor road conditions closed schools in Grand Rapids, Michigan today. 3 to 6 inches of snow made a slushy mess of roads, making driving conditions tricky. But the snowfall across western Michigan is expected to be melted away by early next week. Meanwhile, we have our own snow to worry about.
We do. Mother Nature is keeping things very interesting for us across Northeast Ohio. Still a little bit more than a week until spring officially begins on the 20th. And we're talking even more cold weather to move into the region as well. I want to go back and talk about California because they've still been dealing with that atmospheric river for several weeks now. And then even the upper elevations with the heavy snow, that's also going to lead towards flooding in some of those areas. So we still have to deal with that, even though La Nina is saying bye-bye. Winter is still here. In fact, yes, of course. All right, let's talk about what's happening here in the Buckeye State for us. Windy conditions still expected. We are still expecting also some lake effect snow with cloudy skies and temperatures at or around the freezing mark. Upper 20s expected. Feels like temperatures back into the teens. And that is our forecast pretty much for the rest of the night heading towards tomorrow as well. But there's a little bit more that I need to talk to you about, which I'll start doing as well. So that system is getting ready to depart. It's moving over to the east. Yes, we know that. But on the backside of it, we're still pulling in these north winds, as I was just saying, keeping things rather cool. So we had more rain rather than snow inland overall today. But that's also going to freeze everything. If not, that has already begun on the surface. With that north wind, we're still pulling in some lake effect snow showers, stretching all the way down towards Wayne County. Medina, you're definitely getting some of that in your county, Lorain, as well as Cuyahoga, Lake Geauga, and of course Ashtabula counties, that primary snow belt region. Summit County, you're not too much far out of that, and even Portage County, you may pick up a little bit of a light dusting as well. The winter weather advisory is still in effect for the vast majority of our primary snow belt region. Cuyahoga stretching all the way over towards the east in Ashtabula. That artery is really going to be one that we still have to watch, especially for those slick and also frozen spots through the early hours for us tomorrow. But with those feels like temperatures scaling back into the teens and even the low 20s, it's definitely going to be a cold one as you're packaging up and also packing things away for the start of your weekend. And even if you're going someplace, you're going to need to toss in some of those extra heavier coats and things. 3 to 5 mile visibility for some areas inland overnight tonight. We have a little bit of better visibility once you get closer to the North Shore. But as you can see here, overnight, we're still going to be expecting some of those lake effect snow showers to continue, albeit though on the lighter side, no heavy accumulations are going to be expected. But bear in mind, that system is not stationary. It is still moving away from us. Once we get that to fully depart, we'll allow for some of those lake effect snow showers, as you can see, to wave goodbye to us as well. High temperatures for our Saturday will be rather conservative. They're still going to be below average, so it's still going to be a very cold day for our Saturday, even into the overnight Saturday night heading in towards Sunday. Then we kind of prepare ourselves for our next system. That system now is onshore, that is over towards the Rockies right now, moving through Montana, moving through the high plains. It moves into our area beginning late Sunday morning into the early afternoon. This is going to come as a wave moving in, okay? So we're going to see some light snow showers become a bit more widespread as the day goes on, and even with some areas getting a little bit more dry rather than heavy snow, it is still going to cause a little bit of issues across the region as well. So look at this. Monday, another band comes through as well. So that could linger through the region with that area low wrapping around even more colder air. So we could be lofting a little bit of more extra snow into our area starting out next week. Upper 20s overnight tonight. But as I said before, the take-home value is going to be the wind chills for you tonight as well as early tomorrow. So even around 9 a.m., we feel like about 18 degrees here in the CLE. What's next for your Saturday? Here's how it looks. Not too much. Warmth is going to be moving back in. We'll have a bit more clouds rather than sun for you tomorrow, but we'll still have our temperatures widespread in the 30s across the region. Now let's look a little bit farther ahead. Let's look at the bigger picture and what that looks like here. There's our system right now. Here's the other system that is going to be arriving towards the latter portion of the weekend. Look at this. The center of this circulation is still going to be up towards the northern plains once we get into Thursday. Warmer air down south, colder air mixing with that warmer air in the middle. So even by Sunday morning, we could be working in a little bit of mixed precipitation, mainly south along the Ohio River Valley. All other areas heading into Sunday afternoon can expect some scattered snow showers. The wraparound effect happens on Monday. We get another wave moving through, and that could also linger into early Tuesday. So there you go, the next 72 hours going a little bit beyond that as well. Here's your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook. Snow developing on Sunday. We'll have a little bit of rain snow mixing on in with the system passing. We'll be locked into the 30s, but look at this. By Tuesday, once that next cold front arrives, we're locked into the 20s. So it's going to be frigid with some snow continuing. It is not until Wednesday, heading in towards Thursday, that we start to see Mr. Sun just a little bit, and even St. Patty's Day with some showers developing back in. But even this, finally good news, Lena, on the 10-day outlook.
Hey.
First day of spring, Monday, March 10th.
Okay, thanks so much, Jason.